Greetings, all. It's Dr. Bankhead here at the Struggle in Thinking Out Loud. I'm going to pick up where I left off. So, another thing that I did while I was here in the solace of my own home. I'm so happy to say that I'm not homeless anymore. Anyway, it was Ho'oponopono. I believe I mentioned it in an earlier video, but I didn't really go into details. So, Ho'oponopono is a traditional Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. It's a process of bringing harmony with the people in your life, yourself, and the world around you. Yes. And the process is that you say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It can't get any simpler than that. But here's the rub. You gotta take a step down off of your pedestal. You have to push your ego aside because the Ho'oponopono tradition requires you to say, please forgive me. And for some people, it's way beyond difficult. It's impossible. They're unable to say, please forgive me. And you might wonder why that is. They are unable to say, please forgive me for a number of reasons. The primary reason is because it hurts for them to acknowledge that there was anything that they did that affected anyone else. They may be lacking empathy altogether. They may be sociopathic or psychopathic. Dark spirits, dark souls, very, very dark. So, but this process is healing. And that's what I was doing. I was healing. I was healing from the hurt emotions that my inner child was experiencing from what I experienced in my childhood. And it was having done the work that lifted my soul. And the depression that probably was due in part to having to deal with all the stress and burdens that were put on me by the curses and the spells that the witches were putting on me, they lifted. Yeah. And I was grateful that they lifted. And the more I expressed gratitude, the more things I seemed to attract to be grateful for. And so it came about that in my little peaceful reverie here, that my car was attacked. I wondered why. My license plates were stolen, and the rear window of my car was busted out. And here I am in subsidized housing, getting less than $1,200 a month, and on food stamps, $47 a month. It wasn't 47 at that time. They gave us a raise during the pandemic, so I got like $125, and that was really great because that I could really get groceries for that. But after the pandemic, it went back to paltry amount of money. But I'm grateful for it. Yes, I am. I can take that $47 to the grocery store, and I can purchase things I wouldn't purchase with the little bit of money I have if I desired. So, for example, if I happened to like king crab legs, which I don't, but if I did, I could buy them with my food stamps and feel like a wealthy person. I could get that feeling that you have when you have abundance. Even though I really didn't have it, I could feel it. I could feel like I had it. And getting into that feeling is a great feeling, especially when you haven't done any crimes or committed any murders or done any embezzlement or stolen anyone's identity to get it. Yeah. So I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. And one of the things that helped me on the road to expressing gratitude was watching a little series on YouTube in the Only Human documentaries. And it was about young people from Great Britain who went to the locations where the consumer goods that they were consuming originated. So, excuse me. For clothes and shoes, they went to sweatshops. For poultry, they went to a poultry farm. For rice, they went to a rice farm. For leather, they went to an abattoir, and they went to the location where they make the leather goods. And their experiences. Oh, honey, you got to see the one where they get the metals for the cell phones and the tablets and the computers. Because, honey, when you see the way those people are living, who are creating, let's say, tennis shoes that you're paying $300 for, that the materials and the labor probably cost $10 for. When you see how these people are living, you'll realize you have a heck of a lot of things to be grateful for. Yeah, we could start with the hot water. We could start with the bed. We could start with a place that has a floor and not mud. Oh, yeah. We can start with having indoor plumbing. My grandmother had an outhouse. And I met some people from Africa where they tell us that they're living where we are told, the propaganda, we are told that they're living in squalor. You know, they show us pictures of the villages, which is no more than people living in the country. We have people living in the country here. But they show them in the villages like that's all there is in Africa, baby. They got skyscrapers. They got cement jungles, okay? They are very, very much into the 21st and 22nd century. All right. So anyway, this is Dr. Bankhead, Struggle in Thinking Out Loud. Inviting you to come back and visit with me again. Check, like, subscribe, comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Please share. Thank you.